It's snack time. I like that word pleroma. Pleroma. It's where the ascended masters, I guess, live. Pleroma. We can draw upon the pleroma. We can learn from the pleroma. My sharp stick. Speak softly, but carry it. Stick. Pleroma. 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 Faith is a substance. So therein lies hope. Because if you have faith, you're going to start seeing evidence of what you have faith in. A lot of us have more faith in what we... Oh, there we go. What's interesting about our subconscious mind is it agrees with us wholeheartedly. So we need to start by imagining and really thinking about what we want. Start imagining what you want. And if you think about it long enough, subconscious mind becomes convinced and starts to believe and starts to agree. A lot of us who grew up in poverty, we believe in poverty. Those who grew up poor believe in poor. So we start to see lots of evidence of poor. So what I'm going to do is some meditations. Hello, dance. That's your command. You give a command to dance. I can chair dance. Is that what you said? Chair dance? I guess we had a lot of small victories today. We got to my mom's cardiac rehab. Oopsie! Is that a shart? I think sharts are also called oopsies. Chair dance? Let's do a chair dance. Chairman of the board. I can nominate myself as chairman. Dance chairman. Have a chair dance. That's what we do here. We have fun. And we go down rabbit holes. We're all mad here. That's what my little picture says. Sorry to interrupt. What were you interrupting? Interrupt. That's an induction. It's a hypnotic induction called a pattern interrupt. That's where the handshake induction comes in. You can... It is wrong to do your GF's wash if she does yours. You were talking about medical equipment. I was talking about cardiac rehab. My mom had a regurgitating valve, so they tried to fix it and were unsuccessful. So now she's going to cardiac rehab. Thoughts on David? He's a very curious gent. Thoughts on heart meds? I wonder if they're even necessary. I've been going without my heart meds because my insurance won't cover it. My insurance won't cover my heart meds or won't pay for my heart meds, but I'm doing okay. I've been going like a week now without my heart meds, and I'm still here talking. You missed what you said. What did I say? What was I saying? I was talking about hypnosis. I was talking about faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And a lot of us really believe in poverty because we grew up in poverty, or we grew up being poor, so we really believe in being poor. We don't really believe in wealth and prosperity. Look into thoughts on mushrooms. Some are edible. Some of them can take you on a trip, like the magic mushrooms. Cherry gold dust. Again, you're bringing up cherry gold dust. Does she say hello? Yeah, they call them magic mushrooms. Hello, my friend from Turkey. The world's getting smaller. Have you noticed that? Thoughts on palm readings. Some are very accurate palm readings. I was told I have the mark of a gifted healer by a palm reader. Look into, let me think of the name. Let me think of the name. Well, I think I'm all filled up. I don't need any more snacks. Thoughts on the Grand Canyon. Evel Knievel jumped the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon, I bet you it was a river at one time. The Grand Canyon. I think there is water at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon. It's so grand. And it's a canyon. I've never been there. My brother went there. My brother went across country on a tour. Beluga whales, I'm pretty sure they're a big part of the ecosystem in the sea. There are lots of the sea that has not been explored because we can't go that deep. We don't have the equipment to explore the deep blue sea. What's the difference between a donkey and a mule? Well, a mule is part donkey, part horse. That's what I know. A mule is part donkey and part horse. A donkey, I think, is a separate species. Okay, contact the farm company and see if they have program to help with. Yeah, they submitted an application. They submitted an application for me to get the medication I need, and I guess I'm still waiting on a response. On the 27th, I'm supposed to go see my doctor, and maybe my doctor will give the authorization. They're saying they won't give me my meds unless I have prior authorization. So maybe I'll have a report pretty soon. Thoughts on Dollar Tree and Family Dollar? You know what? People who are wealthy sometimes go to those stores. They'll shop at thrift stores. People who make good money. Wellness Foundation. That's what I should look into. Get me some aid. I need some aid. The 401k, I think it's protected from taxes. You do get taxed at the end. If you cash out too soon, you'll be taxed. But I think if you cash out when you're supposed to, you don't get taxed as much. I cashed out early. I don't know what I was thinking, but I cashed out early and they taxed it. They taxed more. I guess it's a good idea if you want to have some money to fall back on. I'd wait until I was 65 at least, when Social Security kicks in, and then I would draw on Social Security and my 401k, because I would have to start all over again. with my 401k. There's also IRAs, I think, IRA accounts. It's mostly before taxes. They usually let you hold money before taxes. I'm not an accountant, so I really don't know all that. I still can't remember the bear's name. I don't know if he even had a name. Wasn't it Super Sugar Crisp? That bear? Can't get enough of Super Golden Crisp. I think it was Golden Crisp or something like that. It's got a crunch with punch. Would you say hello to Turkey? Hello, Turkey! Hello! My friends from Turkey. We should never forget. They were our allies for a while. You know, they were helping us, I think, during the Iraq War. Age 59 years and 6 months, as I recall. Yep, that's when you can check your Social Security. When you 59 years. I guess that's what people don't really plan for. They don't really, you're welcome. They don't really plan for end of life. I've been noticing that myself. There's no real plans. Because I think there are no guarantees. There are no guarantees. Like that song, I Hope I Die Before I Get Old. Thoughts on the French War. Which one? The 100 Years' War? That was a French war. And I think there was a war between Mexico and France. That's where they get the 401k SS. Yeah. Social Security. Social Security. I think Delano Roosevelt came up with Social Security. Because he started to realize that people can't work anymore when they reach a certain age. They have to get income from somewhere. They start taking money out of your paycheck. Not SS. Sorry, SS. The SS. We're not talking about Second World War. Am I not concentrating right now? I think I'm missing some things. Oh, 401k, not SS. It's not Social Security. Yeah. So at 59, you can cash in on your 401k. Wolverines. They're right up there with honey badgers. Wolverines have large claws and sharp teeth. I think wolverines have an interesting skin that allow them to be bitten and mauled without any damage. Because I know honey badgers, they just get, when they're bitten by a venomous snake, they just go to sleep and then they wake up again. I believe so. You'd need to double check. Do your research. I think that's what it is we need guidance. We need, when it comes to, when you turn 50, you should really start focusing on what you're going to do for money. What are you going to do for money when you get old? You can't really work that much. Honey is an antibiotic. Honey also gives energy. I recommend honey, especially clover honey. Clover honey that's collected from where you lived or where you were born. They say that because the pollen from where you were born is, you're able to benefit more from the pollen from where you were born. Can you say Asama? A-Y? Isma? How do you pronounce that? You're asking me to say words I can't pronounce. I have to hear words to understand them. Wow, I'm glad I started alive today. I'm actually, people are actually talking today. There have been lives where how can people get up from tree? I don't understand that question. Set up from tree. I don't know how they can get set up from tree. I'm sorry. I've set it up to where you can donate if you'd like to donate. I made it very easy. There's a PayPal link in the description. Ding ding. Syrup. Oh, syrup. I know they make maple syrup from trees. They actually have a tap. They have a tap that they put in the side of a tree, and it allows the maple sap to come out. And then I guess they just sweeten it. Most of it comes from Canada, maple syrup. Can you say... I don't know how it's pronounced. It's S-Y-A... Isma? Isima? What am I saying? What are you asking me to say? Something I'm not familiar with. I fail to see the logic. Asima. Is that how... You're not even helping me out here. Asima? Is that how you say it? What does that mean in Turkish? Nobody's taught me any Turkish. Do they teach... Do they speak Aramaic? Not Aramaic. Arabic. Don't they speak Arabic? They're a Muslim country, aren't they? Turkey? Turkey is a Muslim country. Thoughts on learning new language? I should learn a new language. Rosetta Stone. Hooked on phonics. Works for me. I love learning new languages. It makes me look smarter when I can speak other languages. I said, do you speak my language? Bay. Alif. Is that how you say your name? Alif? Alif. Thoughts on the body? You know what? A good mantra, a good affirmation is, I am more than my physical body. That's a very good affirmation. I am more than my physical body. That's from Robert Monroe. I'm going to have to start putting that. It's called the Gateway Experience, or the Gateway Tapes. Have you listened to the Gateway Tapes? It was declassified by the CIA, and it's very interesting. It helps you to be aware of visualization and the effects of visualizations. The Bible, I guess it's a good guide. People are finding more of the Bible that was omitted, that was hidden from the public, from the populace, the general public. There's a lot of the Bible in the Nag Hammadi library, and if you really want to dig deep, look into the Gnostic texts. They tell a lot more than the Bible ever did. They tell a lot more than stuff that I think they deliberately hid from us, because again, the verses Jesus spoke, have I not said that ye are gods, that you are sons of the Most High? Thoughts on Taylor Swift? Well, it would be interesting to know her. She'd be an interesting person to know. If she had time to slow down. I don't think she has time to slow down. There's a lot of entertainment, a lot of things that are expected of her. Kind of like Britney Spears. Remember Britney Spears? She was a busy girl. And a lot of court battles, I guess, for her autonomy. Her parents kind of had had control over her funds, but it's so interesting to watch the media. You'd have to weigh in, where do you weigh in on the media? How much of the media is actually true? Because it's all about a battle for our attention. That's what the media is, a battle for our attention. Once they have your attention, they have they control your mind. It's a method of mind control. Once someone has your attention and is telling you a storyline, it's a form of hypnosis. Thoughts on Taylor's song, Our Song? I don't think I've heard. I don't follow her that closely. I just kind of believe none of what I hear and half of what I see. I think that's a good rule of thumb. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Because a lot of times it is just a battle for your attention. And once somebody has your attention, then they can tell you stories, and your subconscious mind takes it all in as truth. You have to really look for the truth. Another thing Jesus said was, when you know the truth, you will be disturbed. And then you will marvel, and then you will rule the all. And I think that's the meaning of life. The meaning of life is to find the truth. Once you find the truth and know the truth, it will make you free. That's another thing Jesus said. Has mom heard of Taylor Swift? Yes, I think she grew up in the 50s, the 60s. So those are kind of the genre or the time period. Like Hank Williams. She listened to Hank Williams, George Strait, and who was that guy? Kenny Rogers. So she probably knows more about those people. Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, Crystal Gale. So yeah, I guess because yeah, she was born in the 40s. So she grew up in the 50s as a youngster, and then the 60s, 70s was when I grew up. I kind of grew up during the 70s. We have a lot of growing up to do in our lives. Yes, once you know the truth, when you discover the truth, you'll be disturbed. Then you will be, you will marvel. Then you will marvel. And then you will rule the all. So I think that's why ignorance, they really rely on our ignorance. Thoughts on snowmen? I grew up in the 60s. Yeah, I grew up in the 70s and 80s watching the $6 Million Man, playing with my G.I. Joes, the 12-inch G.I. Joes, the ones with the kung fu grip and the eagle eye G.I. Joes. He had that switch in the back of his head that made him look left and right. Eagle eye G.I. Joe. He had the peace sign, remember that? He had that necklace with a peace sign. That's not an ancient symbol, the peace sign. It stands for nuclear disarmament. That was the peace sign. There were two flag positions, N and D, put together, made nuclear disarmament. Robin Williams movies. He was a versatile actor. He was like genius level. Very versatile. He did comedy. He did The Fisher King. That's one of the movies he was in. And Oh Captain, My Captain. Dead Poet Society. Remember that? Dead Poet Society. He was also Hook, in the movie Hook. Me, mine, mine, mine. I want. That was Dustin Hoffman. I think he played Captain Hook. Michael Jackson was supposed to play Peter Pan. He got mad. He was not selected because they wanted a comedy. They didn't want a musical. That's why they didn't select him. But yeah, he wanted to play Peter Pan. It's interesting who gets considered and who turns down parts. Mrs. Doubtfire, I think that's one of his most known. Thoughts on the TV show Lassie? My mom likes Lassie. All that dog does is whimper. That's all that dog does. Ooh, ooh. From beginning to end, that's ooh. And then an occasional bark. There's an occasional bark. Lassie! It has a Leave It to Beaver vibe when you watch the first part of of each episode. They have each character come out and they say their names. Oh, you know who I saw? I was watching Emergency, the show Emergency. It was a TV show back in the 70s. Squad 51. And Tony Dow. Tony Dow played one of the injured fellas. He had a beard, so you almost didn't recognize him. Tony Dow and Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. I noticed that Robert Englund, the guy who played Freddy Krueger, he was in an episode of Chips. You ever watch Chips? There was an episode when he played a bad guy. Robert Englund. Saint Elsewhere. Wasn't he played one of the doctors? In Lassie, who played Timmy? I really don't know. If you watch the beginning, they'll tell you. If you watch the beginning of Lassie, the old black and whites, I think he started in World War I. Just a dog named Lassie, which was a female. Lassie. Hello, Lassie. Just a collie. All it does is whimper. Ooh. It's the same. It's almost like they had it like a laugh track. You know how they add in the whimper? And then every once in a while. That's all you hear from Lassie. And the dog doesn't do anything wondrous either. It's just about a collie. And then Rin Tin Tin. Remember Rin Tin Tin? Thoughts on ham? I like ham steak. They call it city ham here in Georgia. Do you want country ham or city ham? When you ask for city ham, you get a ham steak. I like to have a fork and a knife. A fork and a knife when I cut into my ham steak with some mashed potatoes or au gratin potatoes. I haven't had that in a while. Au gratin. I guess it's slices of. Hello and welcome. We're talking about ham steaks and Lassie. Lassie. What other shows does my mom get into? I see her watch Chips. Thoughts on Grits? I remember when we were talking about cars. Yes. Automobiles. I like grits. People call it grits. Cream of wheat. Isn't cream of wheat grits, basically? I like putting brown sugar. I like brown sugar. Grits don't taste good by themselves. You have to add something. Cream of wheat, they put like syrup. They're those packets. Yeah, you open a packet and you add water and you got some grits, oatmeal. Not oatmeal, cream of wheat. Grits are made from corn. Yep. They just have to grind it up. Grind it up and add water. It's very starchy. All you got to do is get the tea kettle, turn on the tea kettle and let it whistle, and pour it over your cream of wheat. What else? Yeah, brown sugar. Brown sugar, how come you taste so good now? I said, yeah, 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 woo! Cream of wheat. That's right, it might be. How do you get cream from wheat? I guess if you try hard enough, you'll get cream from wheat. Wheat. People say wheat. Would you like some wheat? I get the Wheaties for my Wheaties. I haven't had Wheaties in a long time. You can tell it's good for you because it almost doesn't taste good. When it almost doesn't taste good, that's when you know it's good. Wheaties! Wasn't Bruce Jenner? Bruce Jenner was on the cover of Wheaties. A lot of people wound up on the cover of Wheaties. On the box. That's how you know you've arrived. You're a good athlete when you're on the box of Wheaties. And then you can always go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yahoo! I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's just a bird. Wasn't it like a brown bird with some weird feathers on its head? Then there's Count Chocula. Count Chocula. And then there was Boo Berries. Remember Boo Berries? It had a ghost on the front. Boo Berries. What else was there? There was Frankenberry. Yeah, they were promoting cereal with Hollywood horror, Thoughts on stuffed French toast. Wow, that's meticulous. Stuffed French toast? I've never had stuffed French toast. Sometimes they use Texas toast. You ever had Texas toast? Dip it in some egg batter. Cook it. Sometimes the inside of the French toast is still soft if it soaks up too much egg. Wow, that's luxurious. That sounds like something you would get in a 5-star restaurant. I'll have some stuffed French toast. Crepes. Have you ever had crepes? Crepes. I think that's French toast. Really, really thin French toast. Boy, I'll be glad when it's no longer cold outside. This morning when I got up, it was cold. You feel ice forming on your skin when you walk outside. It's supposed to go down in the teens again. The coldest this used to get was in the 30s. Like 32, 34 degrees. Now it gets down to like 12 degrees. 12 degrees Fahrenheit. 12 degrees. I think it's time for the fart gun. My battery-operated fart gun. This is going to be an antique. It probably is already. Would you went to see yourself as a toy? I don't know. That'd be disturbing, wouldn't it? They'd have to get my pot belly. They'd have to get all my hairs right. I look like I have the Burt Reynolds beard. And a peace sign. I'd have to have the peace sign. If they made a toy, an action figure of me, holding a knife or a machete, call it Eddie Machete. Just get it, yeah. And then a car, have me like Barbie, give me everything I want. Hi there, Shoba, welcome. So we got somebody from Turkey, somebody from India. I'm worldwide. I'm world famous already. I got some people from other countries. I really hope we start getting along with Canada again. It's weird how Canada is suddenly on the news. And not in a good way. Kaise ho. And I said it right. Kaise ho. I'm learning Hindi. Hindi is an ancient language. They say Hindu is the oldest religion. And it's interesting when you look at more modern religions, they all echo the same thing, like Greek and Roman. Achahu. Achahu. That's doing good. Thoughts on Captain Crunch? It cuts your mouth. Captain Crunch. It's like eating fine glass. I like Captain Crunch. Have a toothbrush afterwards because it gets down into your crevices of your teeth. Captain Crunch. I remember that. Good student. Thank you. I am a good student. Namaste. I think we should start saying namaste. That means I bow to the divine in you. So many people, they need to recognize that. We are divine. I see God in you pretty much. As you've done it unto the least of these, you've done it unto me. So there you go. We have the Christ consciousness. They say the Creator is basically experiencing. That's what it, oh, bye. It's hard to say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye to, yes, good night. Sleep peacefully. That's what I tell my mom. Have a peaceful sleep. We need that deep sleep. It's very good. We enter into that void state. I like the void state. Yeah. 1 a.m. Wow. I was up at 3 o'clock this morning. They say you are spiritually aware if you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Are you aware? What are you aware of? Your divinity? I think we all just need to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and forget about all this exterior, all these stimulations. I think that's why we have anxiety. We're stimulated by outside influences. And it's not good. It's not good to be stimulated by outside influences. So within, so without. We got to remember that. Don't worry about what's going on around you. You must feel the force around you. I like that. I like those sayings of Yoda. The sayings, Yoda quotes. You must feel the force around you. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. Yes. A powerful ally is the force. Judge me by my size, do you? When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not. I like that. That's a good statement. When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not. 900 years. Could you imagine? That's way too long to be in a body. Inside of a body. Are we really trapped in these bodies? Are we told that we have to age? Some people age in war, during war. There was a picture of a guy, a Russian guy, who went to war. He aged quite a bit in just a couple of years. They say presidents age. If you look at certain presidents, before and after their president, I think that's what they want. They want us to be weak. They want us to be worried. They want us to be upset. They want us to be depressed. Weak and ready to rule. That's what Ming the Merciless said. Remember Ming the Merciless? Watch the movie Flash Gordon. When Ming offers Flash Gordon Earth, he offers Flash Gordon planet Earth. After all this, they will be weak and ready to rule. When people don't have hope, it seems like they'll do whatever you tell them to do. They. Who are they? I'm going to have to give some examples of they. Who are they? Like these people, when they try to live off grid. Have you noticed that? Watch people who buy land and build a home on their land and try to live off grid. The government comes in. Have you noticed that? They come in and they say, you can't build on this land. Land that you own. It's your land. You own that land. But they start telling you that you can't build on it. You can't just live off grid. Some people save a lot of money living off grid. How they generate electricity, they plant their own crops. I think what it is they're no longer dependent upon the economy. Could you imagine if you had your own chickens, your own rabbits, your own cattle, your own livestock, and your own crops? All you have to do is maintain all that, and you wouldn't have to go to the grocery store, except for buying certain things, like matches, gasoline, to run your harvesting equipment. People don't have to do anything now. They have equipment that does it for you. If you can afford the equipment, all the parts that break down. There's a lady on YouTube that's doing just that. I guess her husband passed away and she's running a farm. I think it's all by herself. She's got equipment and she's constantly repairing the equipment, keeping the equipment in working order so it doesn't fall into disrepair. You don't want it should fall into disrepair. Have I bored everybody all of a sudden? Everyone's gone. Let's enjoy some peaceful time. Que sera, whatever will be, will be. The future is ours, you see. Que sera. I think that's what I'll bring. I could bring my flute. When my mom is doing cardiac rehab. Don't you step on my blue suede shoes? Jim Henson created Sesame Street. It stands for Open Sesame. Also, the Muppets. The Muppets started in the UK. I didn't know that. That's where before it came to America, they were filming, producing, I guess, in the UK. You're only a day away. When I'm faced with a day that's gray and lonely, I just wipe up. I just. How does that go? I just pick up my chin and grin and say, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Little Orphan Annie. Don't you know that the bird is a word? Surfing bird. Don't you know that the bird is a word? Everybody's talking about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. Is it a word? Bird, bird. Bird is a word. Everybody's talking about the bird. Papa-oo, mow, mow. Papa-oo, mow, mow, mow. Papa-oo, mow, mow. Papa-oo, mow, mow, mow. Papa-oo, mow, mow. Papa-oo, mow, mow, mow. Well, everybody's talking about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Oh, I got to check the mail. had some hard times on Walton's Mountain. Surfing bird. I love you tomorrow. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. I said, no, why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday, yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday, yesterday. Makeup. My face is shiny in some spots. I need makeup. Makeup. Star Wars.
We're 900 years old, you rich. Look as good you're not. You must feel the force around you.
That's right.
A powerful ally is the force. I am wondering, why are you here? I am wondering, why are you here?
Oh, it takes a while to become a Jedi Master. Wow, that made my eyes burn. Rubbing your eyes is not a good idea. This tastes like sweet tea, kind of. It's an A&W root beer drink mix. A&W root beer drink mix. It tastes like root beer, but it also tastes like sweet tea. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go. Don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Oh, wow. Peanut butter M&Ms. Peanut butter M&Ms. Not peanut M&Ms. Peanut butter M&Ms. They melt in your mouth, not in your hands. Somebody stop me! Somebody stop me! What movie is that from? P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta. It's always funny until it's not. I don't know what to call this. I can say dirty words. People hear dirty words all the time. It's all shits and giggles until somebody giggles and shits. It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. Then it's hilarious. I had a t-shirt that said that. It said, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. And then it's hilarious. Stupid should hurt. You can have anything you want, but you better not take it from me. In the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. You're my serpentine. In the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Sweet child of mine. Where do we go now? Sweet child of mine. Nothing lasts forever, not even cold November rain. We just basically exist. Maybe we can look at the art of existing. We're human beings, not human doings. We're human beings, not human doings. The meaning of life, I believe, is to find the truth. Always be finding the truth. The truth shall make you free. When you discover the truth, you will be disturbed. We simply exist. Oh, I didn't catch all that. We simply exist. All we really need is our next meal, if you think about it. Our next meal, our next breath of air, our next glass of water. Why do we need more than that? Why do we need more than a warm place to sleep? I think the world would be much better off if we just returned to simplicity. Why do you need $1 billion? Why do you need $1 billion? Why do you need a $6 million mansion? All you need is a cozy place to live and 3 meals a day, fresh water to drink, a place to go to the bathroom, undisturbed. Undisturbed. Excuse me, I'm going to the bathroom, without your dog watching you. Does your dog watch you go to the bathroom? Isn't that creepy and weird? The dog follows you into the bathroom and sits there and watches you. They watch you do other things too. You learn to live like an animal in the jungle every day. Yep. We are the people who will find whatever you may need. You can have everything you want, but you better not take it from me. You can have anything you want, but you better not take it from me. In the jungle, welcome to the jungle. That's right, they're welcoming you to the jungle. I used to do a little, but a little wouldn't do. Then a little got more and more. I used to try a little bit better, just a little better than before. Words of wisdom. Don't get high on your own supply. Are you high on your own supply? Don't do what you sell. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I want a girl with good dividends who uses a machete to cut through red tape. That's right. She's fast and thorough and sharp as a tack. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. She's going the distance. She's going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need. I like cake. Do you like cake? How do you afford your rock and roll lifestyle? You know what? It's nice to sit and eat snacks. It's nice, isn't it? Just get some snacks. Party snacks. Get them at your local Ingles. I get my party snacks from Ingles. It's very inexpensive. This was only $1 or something. A container of party snacks. P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta. Because I gotta. Look, Ma. I can't do this with one hand. A recorder takes 2 hands. They guarantee 2 scoops of raisins. That's what it sounds like when doves cry. I think pigeons make that sound also. Sounds of the wilderness. I'm just going to keep doing this until people... there's 2 people. Has anybody typed anything in? I'm here for you. I'm having a good time. Having a good time. Never wanna stop at all. I'm an atom bomb. Don't get shy on me. Don't get shy on me. Have you seen Shaun of the Dead? I have it in my community page. You can scroll down and you'll find Shaun of the Dead. If you go to my community page, go to my channel, click on community, you'll find a lot of cool videos. You'll find some movies too. Someone's going to see this. My most requested instrument is the Jew harp. You're alive, but are you living? It's Thursday. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 1800 in the UK. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 644. 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's 1844. I like to go visit Ireland before I die. Before I die, I'd like to visit Ireland. I'm going to buy myself a blackthorn shillelagh. I'm going to buy me one of those pipes, those really long stem pipes. I want to just hang out in Ireland until tax time, until it's, I don't know, until they get tired of me. I wonder what the cost of living is like there. What's the cost of living? All over the world it seems to be either rich or poor. There's no middle class anymore. I think I'm going to start another live because I think, type in something, please, say hi, or, because I'm wondering if the chat has stopped. Has the chat, I think the chat has stopped because I'm watching numbers and then it goes back to 0. That's an indicator. That's an indicator that people are not able to chat. Let me know in the comments if you want to buy a tactical pen. I want to show you how to get one free. All you pay is shipping. All you pay is shipping if you want a tactical pen. Let me know in the comments if you would like a tactical pen, because I'm glad I have one. It's really helpful in areas where you're not allowed weapons. Having a tactical pen will really help you out if you're attacked by a larger attacker or maybe multiple attackers. There are tutorials that show you how to use a tactical pen. It's also a window breaker, you know, if you're trapped in your vehicle, or if you see a puppy dog who's locked inside of a car on a 100+ degree day and you want to save a puppy. Some states it's okay to break a window if you're saving a puppy or a baby. A puppy or a baby puppy. Or if you're saving somebody who's locked in somebody who passes out because of the heat and you want to save somebody from inside a vehicle. It gets hotter inside the vehicle. So if it's 99 degrees or 104 degrees outside, and you can imagine how hot it is inside the vehicle. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start number 2.